Okay, let's call. I'm kind of going back and forth between tasks, but let's call Casey Porterfield because Nancy is still curious about the driftwood.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Katie Firestone suggested I give you a call.
Katie who?
Katie Firestone?
Never heard of her.
Oh.
I know a marine biologist named Katie Firestone.
Yes, that's her. I'm staying with her here in Snake Horse Harbor.
Oh, well then what can I do for you?
She said you might be able to help me identify the ship that this piece of plywood I found on the beach came from.
How do you know it came from a ship?
Because it says SS on it. The rest of the name is missing.
Doesn't mean anything. Now if it said SS, which stands for steamship, that'd be different.
Actually, that is what it says.
Oh, well then it came from a ship. Or should I say shipwreck? What kind of wood is it?
I don't know. Old?
Sorry, for a second there, I thought you said old.
Actually, that is what I said.
You're about as much use as a beanie in a hurricane. Look, if you want me to tell you what shipwreck that wood came from, you're gonna have to tell me what kind of wood it is.
But I have no idea.
Well, you just get yourself a book on wood and figure it out. Maybe Katie has one. Soon as you do, call me back. I love checking out stuff like this.
Okay, so Casey Porterfield is very hard of hearing. And now we can look at this book, and I think Nancy will say something about calling Dr. Predovici.
Oh, I don't know if this book is for me, but maybe if I give Dr. Predovici a call, she can help me out.
Bingo! So now we can call the doctor. And Nancy's going to have to look at the
This
piece
is
of
Dr.
wood under a
Predovici.
microscope.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'd like some help identifying this piece of wood I found.
I'd be happy to assist. Do you have our mailing address?
Well, that's the problem. I don't have time to send it to you. Would it be possible to identify it over the phone?
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't do this over the phone, but I'll give it a try. You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a microscope.
Oops, I better go do that. I'll call you right back.
Oh, okay. I guess I need to do that first. So,
1 slice of wood. 1 glass slide. There. This is gonna look so cool under the microscope. Let's have a look.
okay. So, we are going to have to reference this throughout the call, probably, because she's going to ask us a lot of questions about what it looks like, and I'm really bad at answering her questions. But maybe I'll get it on the first try this time.
Irina Predoviciu speaking.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again. I've got the sample all ready.
All right, we'll get started. Where did you find this wood?
It's a piece of driftwood, probably used for a crate.
Is the wood sample black, brown, or yellow?
Brownish.
Brown or brown reddish?
Brown reddish.
Does the sample have many holes, just a couple, or none at all?
Many.
Many.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
Let me check.
Okay, they look all the same size to me, so that's what we're going to say.
And are there some holes that are big and some that are small, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size.
Okay, and the holes are really, really tiny, right?
I don't know. I'm going to say...
No, they're pretty sizable.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was
Okay, I
assuming
think
the
this is
sample
right.
was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Let me check.
Yes, horizontal lines.
Then you've got a tropical hardwood. I was assuming the sample was a North American wood. All right. Are there any distinguishable horizontal lines on the sample?
Yes, there are horizontal lines.
If this wood is used for crating, then it's probably Luan. It's very
Yay!
common in
That's the
plywood,
right
but it's a
answer.
rainforest timber, so it's declining in popularity.
Luan. All right. Thanks for your help.
Glad to have been of service.
So if you get it wrong, basically she'll tell you something, and then you call Casey, and he's like, no, that's not right. Call her again. but then she won't talk to you again until you do her puzzle online, which is fine, and then you can call her again and get it, but I know that Luan is the correct answer, so we don't have to go through all that, which is great. So we can call Casey back, I guess. Tell him it's Luan, and he'll do some research for us.
Maritime Library, this is Casey.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. I called before. About the driftwood?
Never heard of you. Now, if you'd have said Nancy Drew...
Yes, that's me, Nancy Drew, Katie Firestone's friend.
So what kind of wood are we talking about here, Nancy?
Luan.
Well, if that driftwood did come from a cargo container that's part of a shipwreck, there's a good chance I can figure out which one. Call me back in an hour or so.
You can identify a ship by what its cargo containers are made out of?
Ever since the hobo spider got into the U.S. by laying eggs in the wood crating of ships coming from Europe, the feds have made sure that cargo ships keep real careful records. Of course, I'll be taking things like tides, currents, weather conditions, proximity to Snake Horse Harbor. I'll be taking all those factors into consideration, too.
I really appreciate your doing this for me, Casey.
And well, you should.
Okay, now let's ask Holt Scotto, Jenna Devlin, and Andy Jason about the gift that Hilda gave them. Because that will tell us what we need to send her in Morse code.
Hi, Nancy. How's it going?
Did Hilda Swenson give you something?
She made a necklace for me. Prettiest thing I own. I'd show it to you, but it's at my house. How did you know she gave me something?
Let's just say that there may be a method to Hilda's madness after all. Do you think you could get it for me?
Problem is, my home's across town, and I'm real low on clams, which means I've got to go clamming before I can even think about doing anything else.
Why don't I go clamming for you?
Okay, if you get the clams, I'll go get the necklace. You can put them in here. 15 ought to do it. That's the limit anyway. But you'll also need a permit. Andy Jason can issue you one.
It's been fun talking to you.
Back at ya.
Okay, so now we have to do a lot of chores.
You again?
To get these gifts.
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you something?
So what if she did?
Do you think I could see it?
Tell you what, this chess problem I've been working on is giving me fits. Here, solve it for me, and I'll let you see what Hilda gave me. Feel free to look at the chess book in my duffel bag if you need help. Let me know when you're through.
Okay. He also has a book on poker, which will come in handy later on. And the chess book, which conveniently has the combination to the lighthouse lock. So that's 3, 4, 7, 5. Okay, so basically for this question, we have to put in the move that wins. So identify 2 moves that white can make to win the game. And it tells you like R is rook, K is king. So we're white. This is the king for black. So the way you win is to capture the king. And I think the first move is moving this rook over here to h5.
Good. Correct. Rook moves to h5. So black would move here.
And this is where I always struggle with the second one, but I think it's not. I see. Okay, so this is what I always do. I always want to move this rook up to h7, but I think that's wrong.
Perfect.
Oh, what if it's right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There.
Okay.
Checkmate.
I take it back. I guess I got better at chess than I was when I last played this. Okay.
Done with that chess problem yet?
Check it out.
Right as rain. And to keep up my end of the bargain, here's what Hilda gave me. Handle's made of scrimshaw. She carved it herself. Never would tell me why she wrote one bum on it like that. Of course, this was after her husband died. Guess her mind was starting to go.
Thanks for letting me see it. See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
One bum. Okay. So now we can go to the Whale World place and spend a lot of time here because we need to get a clamming permit and we need to get Jason's
Hi,
gift,
Nancy.
or Andy's gift.
I understand that Hilda Swenson gave you a present?
She gave me the design I use to create the keychains I give away to everyone who goes on a Whale World Whale Watch. She was quite the graphic artist.
May I see the design?
Sure, if you go on a whale watch.
That boat in a bottle you have is fascinating.
It was made by one of the first non-Native Americans to settle here, a guy named Benjamin Hawkins. I bought it from this lady who kinda went bonkers after her husband died.
You mean Hilda Swenson?
That's the one. Gave away everything she owned, moved to this tiny island across the channel, and went certifiably nuts. Which is too bad. She was a nice lady.
I need a clamming permit. Jenna said I could get one from you?
Ordinarily you could, but permits mean paperwork, and I'm kinda busy right now. Of course, if someone wanted to volunteer to help me...
You just got yourself a volunteer.
Inside that box marked Caddy is a miniature of what our resident sea monster might look like in skeletal form. Assemble it for me, and I'll not only give you a permit, but I'll throw in a free clam tube. And remember, whales rule!
Okay, so we need to put this together and he will give us a
Good.
clamming permit and a free clam tube, which we
Nah.
need both. This goes somewhere over here.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Good.
Wait, I think this one maybe? No.
Nah. Nah. Nah.
Maybe it's this.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
So it's definitely easier to start from the tail, I would say.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. Bingo.
Then
Nah. Bingo.
oh, then this.
Bingo. Bingo.
Okay, this is the little fin.
Nah. Nah. Good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow, am I a creative genius or what?
Hi, Nancy.
I finished putting that display together.
So you did. Caddy never looked better. Here's your permit, and here's your clam tube. Look for little holes in the sand. Sometimes water will squirt out of them. Anyway, center the tube over the hole, push it down into the sand, and pull. If you're quick enough, the clam will be in the sand that comes out of the tube. If not, try again.
Thanks for your time.
Have a good one.
Okay, so while we're here, we can also go on a whale watching tour, but Nancy doesn't have money, I guess, so she's not going to pay for it. But luckily, there are all these games in here, and one of the prizes is a free whale watching tour.
Looks like I need a key card to play.
So, I think we have to get a key card from Andy.
Hi, Nancy.
I'd like to play the games in your center, but it looks like I need some kind of key card.
Here you go. This will activate all the games. It will also keep track of what games you've won, and it'll let you play all the games as many times as you want.
Thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Okay. So let's start over here. This game is basically just a quiz, and the more questions you answer correctly, the further that the orca gets to freedom. I have no idea what the answer is, but I think it's maybe humpback? Okay, that was kind of a guess. I've played this game so many times that I kind of know the answers, but it's really just like intuition. I don't know. The cetacean that can swim the fastest is, I'm pretty sure it's the porpoise. Yeah. Okay. Sea mammals, including dolphins and killer whales, have been trained by the military because they are extremely intelligent. Orcas are called killer whales because it's okay, it's not this one and it's not this one, but I think it's they kill and eat other whales? Yeah, okay. How many blowholes do baleen whales have? I think it's 2. Okay, wow, that was good. Okay, swim to freedom check. This one is fun. You just get the porpoise to eat fish and avoid things. Also, you have to let it get air every now and then. And you want to avoid the killer whales because they will eat you. I think you just have to get to a certain score to win. Yeah, okay. Pretty easy. And then I don't know if we have to know that, but you can also look at the different brain sizes. And this is important. You need to hear all of the whale sounds. So this is for the orca. It's kind of loud. This is the gray whale. This is the mink whale. Because one of the games is you have to match up the sounds to the animal. This is the Dall's porpoise. That's another game. We'll do that one last. And lastly is the humpback whale. Okay, so now we do...
Throughout the center, you've been able to hear the
audio.
sounds different cetaceans make. To see just how good your memory is, press a button, listen to the sound that plays, then press the button of the cetacean that made the sound. If you've made a correct match, the button lights will stay on. When all the buttons are lit, you've matched them all.
Okay, this was gray whale. It's so long. That's humpback. I think that's mink. That's killer whale. Okay, so now we just have one more game, Feeding Frenzy, and this is basically like whack-a-mole. but you feed the
Yum!
orcas.
Yum! 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 Yum!
Okay, and now we can do the Whale of Fortune.
I won the whale watching tour. All right!
Does a little check mark next to the whale tour. So we give this to Andy and we can
Hi,
go
Nancy.
on
I
the
won a
tour.
free whale watching tour.
Well, congratulations. I'll give you an exclusive tour. Just be you and me.
I'm ready when you are. Thank you for the great tour and for letting me use your camera.
My pleasure.
Since I took your whale watching tour, I get a free keychain, right?
Actually, I only give them to paying customers.
Now, why did the term false advertising suddenly pop into my head?
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Whales rule!
Tren. Wonder what that means.
Okay, so Hilda's gift says Tren, so we have one bomb and Tren. Now we just need Jenna's gift, and we need to go clamming. And I swear, like half of this game feels like doing chores just to get these gifts. It just takes a while, but clamming is going to take a while too, because we have to get 15, and it just takes a while. That's okay. Okay, so you look for little holes in the sand, like this, and you put the tube, and there's no clam.
You're no clam.
So you have to go find another hole.
Aha!
Okay, I think that's all the clams. Or at least all the holes over here.
Whoa! That was close.
Okay, so now we have the code from Holt's book, which is 3475, and he never comes back to pick us out, so that's good. So we can go up here.
Looks like someone's been up here recently. Someone messy. That's today. Wonder why it's circled. I don't have any message to send. Looks like the bulb's missing.
Okay, so we'll need to get a bulb. I don't know if I really want to do that right now. But why not? So this is a little switch, and basically it unlocks something behind the lighthouse. It unlocks this little door. So you can go in, go down the ladder, and there are light bulbs. But a lot of them are bad, so I usually just pick a random one and try it. And sometimes it takes a couple times to get it right.
Wonder why that's there.
Though the efforts of many built the wall seen here, comma. So this is one half of a puzzle.
There's obviously more to this, like the other half of the picture.
So we will finish that later. There's also like a trapdoor. Let's try this light bulb.
Well, that bulb's no good.
Okay. And the reason why we need the light bulb is because when we send our message through Morse code, the light will light up in the Morse code and Hilda will be watching it from wherever she is. She'll be able to see the light. So we need that to work. So put that back. Or no, we want to take this one, maybe. I should probably be going in order so that I can keep track of which ones don't work, but...
Ah, there we go.
Great. So now we don't have to do that later. We still don't know the message though, so let's see if we can get more clams here. Ugh. Okay, I swear there was another one. I guess we already looked at it. Okay, well...
I don't see any more clams. Maybe I should look somewhere else for a while.
The other place we can look for clams is on the beach, the little beach where we found Hilda's shell puzzle chest thing. And actually there are a lot of holes here. A lot more than there are at the lighthouse.
5 down, 10 to go.
There's one over here, which if you click on the wrong rock, you slip and like break every bone in your body, and it's very dramatic. You just want to click on the biggest rock available, basically. And there are 2 holes on this little island. This tiny little sandbar, really not even an island, it's a sandbar.
Yuck, you're no clam.
Okay. So you go back. Malone's Bones. That's from Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake.
Well, I'm more than halfway there.
Okay, I think... Oh, here's one.
you are, my pretty.
A sand dollar. Okay, back to the lighthouse. We have 11. So we just need 4 more. And sometimes not enough time has passed and it won't let you look for them. Wait. Yeah. I don't think enough time has passed.